Most families believe estate planning is something that you do later. But what if later is exactly what creates the problem?
So you've probably thought, I know I should handle this, I just haven't yet. Life is busy, this doesn't feel urgent, so it just gets pushed aside.
People reassure themselves with things like, my spouse will handle it, my kids will figure it out, everything will just work out. But if that were true, why do so many families end up in conflict in court?
So the real issue isn't death. That's going to happen to all of us. The problem is what happens when there are no clear instructions.
When no plan exists, decisions don't disappear. They get made by default. By systems, courts, by people just guessing.
So trust and estate planning isn't about paperwork. It's about certainty. That's why we'll just figure it out when the time comes doesn't actually work, even in good families.
Trust and estate plans aren't about dying. They're about what happens when no one knows what to do.
Now, we'll figure it out later sounds reasonable until pressure shows up.
You imagine your family being calm, reasonable, united. That picture feels safe.
But the pressure of that situation doesn't create clarity. In fact, pressure exposes confusion.
The problem isn't that people don't care. The problem is care without structure.
Because when emotions are high and instructions are missing, here's what happens. Misunderstandings multiply. Delay turns into years. Resentment builds. Costs increase. Not because anyone is bad, but because nothing was actually clearly defined.
Hope is not a system. Clarity is. So let's talk about what a trust and estate plan actually is for and why it has nothing to do with money.
A trust isn't about money. It's about control, continuity, and care.
Most people hear trust and estate plan and they think lawyers, documents, complexity, so they just avoid it.
But avoiding structure doesn't create freedom, it creates exposure. The real question isn't, do I need a trust and estate plan? The real question is, who's in control if I don't have one?
A proper plan answers clearly who decides, who manages, who protects, who benefits, and how transitions happen. No guessing, no court, and no chaos.
So when clarity exists before it's needed, families don't fall apart. They move forward together.
So trust and estate plans, they're not about money. They're about certainty. And certainty only exists when decisions are made in advance.